Okay, the next one we're going to do compensations with mixed fraction subtracting. So one of the things we do is like similar when we did the whole number compensations. When we do whole numbers compensation, we may do something like 50 subtract a 19. So instead of 15 subtracting 19, we can think that we are going to do 50 subtracting 20 because 19 and 20 are very close to each other. 50 minus 20 equal to 30. But I was supposed to subtract 19, not 20. So we subtracted one too many, right? So we're going to say we subtracted one too many. So I need to add one back. So we do that, then my final answer would be 31. So when we do the fraction version, it's very similar to that. So we started with these two mixed fractions, and the key for compensation is you're going to change the second number by rounding it up to the next whole number, then subtract back. Okay, so on your homework and quizzes and tests, make sure you also spell it out for me. We are going to keep the first number the same, but the second number, 2 and 5, 9, the next whole number is going to be 3, right? And we need to subtract a fraction, so it will get back to our original fractions here. So if you need 9 out of 9 to make 1, and you already have 5 out of 9, the other part is going to be 4 out of 9. So you want to think, if I use 3 whole, subtract that, I will leave us 2 whole, and 9 out of 9 minus 4 out of 9 would be 5, 9. So whatever in the parentheses is the same as this number. Alright, so after that, because we are subtracting both of them, I need to distribute the negative inside. So it's going to be 5 and 2, 9. You're subtracting a 3, but 3 is bigger than that, right? So I subtract too much. So after we distribute that, we will change it to add 4, 9. So it's similar to here. You subtract like a bigger number than what you originally have. So you need to add that part back. So that would be 5 minus 3 is 2. And then we have this part, which is 2, 9. Need to add a 4, 9. Together we have 6 out of 9. And then you reduce it. Both of them can be divided by 3. So my final answer is 2 and 2/3. And I also provide you with an extra example for this. So in addition to this example, if you need more practice with compensation, there is the second link for that. So the last way we're going to show you is adding up. So again, like in your teaching career, you probably will do the exchange from the whole. That's the most normal way that you probably will show your students. The improper fraction provide us an opportunity to convert mixed fraction to improper fraction and back to improper fraction to mixed fractions. And compensation and adding up kind of like sometimes if your students are doing mental math, that may be the way they figure out numbers. So I want you to have a little bit experience with that. Okay, so adding up, again on the first exam we did some questions adding up with whole numbers, right? So the whole numbers adding up is changing a subtraction question to an addition question, right? So if I have 5 minus 3 equal to something, I will change that to starting from 3 plus something equal to 5, right? And we know 3 plus 2 equal to 5. So 5 minus 3 should be 2, right? So that's how we do that. Okay, so that's for whole number. For fraction, let's use the same question we have been using, which is 5 and 2 ninths minus 2 and 5 ninths equal to what? So first, we are saying that adding up is going to be subtraction changed to addition, and I want you to write that out for me. And so we started with this number. Need to add something. We'll reach our first number, right? Which is 5 and 2 ninths. So that's how you set it up. And then you can show me some steps. Step 1. We're going to start with 2 and 5 ninths. Adding something to the next whole number. So the next whole number from here is going to be 3. So step 1, add 2, next whole number. Okay, so you already have 5 ninths, so from 5 to go to 9, you need 4 more units, right, out of 9. So that would be 3. 4 ninths plus 2 and 5 9 equal to 3. So step 2, we're picking up from that number. We want to add it to the final answer. Okay, so we're picking up from 3. Need to add something equal to my final answer is 2 and 5 9. So 5 and 2 9. What did I do? Sorry about that. So I need to pick up from whole number and add it to the final answer here, right? So it's 5 and 2 9. Sorry about that. So what would that be? So 3 plus 2 is 5, right? And I need 2 9 more. So this is 3. And 2 is 5 and 2 9, right? So together we can find the final answer. So the final answer is going to be sum of the boxes. So we have 4 9 plus 2 and 2 9. So that would be 2 and 6 9, right? So is that your final answer? No, because we can reduce, right? Divided by 3 divided by 3 equal to 2 and 2/3. So finally, we know 5 and 2 ninths, subtracting 2 and 5 ninths, will equal to 2 and 2/3. Okay, so for adding up or missing addends, we change subtraction to additions. And for our compensations, we need to subtract to this next whole number and add back what you subtract extra. Thank you.